We are ready to talk about directions for review in Preview 3.1.3 Part 2. For question 50, it says something about using your resource page, but on your answer sheet I have put the percent blocks here for you. They're going to give you some different amounts and asks you to shade them. So on your answer sheet you want to shade in the appropriate amount to start with, and then down below in the answer blanks, give your answer in the form that they're requesting it in. Sometimes it might be a percent, sometimes it may be a fraction or even a decimal. So make sure you pay attention to that part there. On part D, what might be a little bit different is that we've got 31.5%. Hopefully you will realize that 0.5 is equal to 1/2. So all you would really need to do would be to shade in 31 squares and half of another. You do have to be a little bit careful when you're expressing that as a decimal. We don't want a decimal within a decimal. We don't want a fraction within a decimal. So think carefully about how best to represent your answer down here for part D. On question 51, they give you two values and ask you to explain which number is larger by using words or pictures. So down here in your answer space, I'm looking to see where you'll say this one is bigger because, and you can either use words to tell me, or if it helps you to show me comparing them with pictures, your choice. Just make sure you have a nice statement that tells me your choice and your because. For question 52, it's asking you to explain what 78.5% would look like and then write it as a decimal. So it's actually going to be a lot like what we've got going on up here for part D from question 50. On 52, for your answer space, I want an explanation. So you can say I would shade this many tens, this many ones to tell me what it looks like. And then as a decimal, write what it would be as a decimal down here. It's still less than 1, but write what it would look like in that space there. For question 53, they are asking what is the sum of 2/2 plus 3/3 represent your ideas in multiple ways. So in your answer space, I want to see 2/2 plus 3/3 equals blank. Show me what you get. If you're going to represent your answer in multiple ways, you could draw diagrams of 2/2 and 3/3. You could find common denominators. You could explain in words. There are multiple ways you can do that. So make sure you show me a variety there for question 53. On question 54, we've got Owen, who's going to the grocery store to buy a hamburger, buns. He wants to buy ketchup and mustard, and we're not sure at this point whether he can or not. So based on the information that they're presenting to you in the question, you have to decide, does he have enough money? That means, does he have enough money to get the buns and the ground beef along with the ketchup and the mustard? Can he buy all 4 of those? It does specifically say in the question that tax is not included, but he does not have to pay tax, so it's not something you even need to worry about. So based on the numbers there, can he buy the buns, the ground beef, the mustard, and the ketchup? So does he have enough money? It's either going to be yes or no. Based on your answer, if you're saying yes, tell me how much money he's going to have left over, because he has $10 to work with. He has a $10 bill. So if he can get all 4 of those items, how much money will he have left over? If your answer up here is no, he is not going to be able to get everything. So down here, tell me what he can buy. And if that's the route you go, you have to say buns and beef, because he won't be getting anything else if he doesn't have those 2. So buns and beef plus something else, and then tell me what the cost for those items would be. So just make sure buns and beef are there if you're going to say no. Buns, beef, and something else, how much will it cost?